Concerning an infant's death.
Confirming cardiac arrest. This was a drowning patient.
Where it happened and who's now investigating.
A second grader walks away from her school unnoticed.
I was frustrated. I'm angry. I'm worried.
Why this wasn't the first time, and the change her family is now pushing for.
More showers and thunderstorms return to the valley. We'll have the hour-by-hour details to help you plan your Impact Day forecast.
A food truck serving up more than Filipino favorites.
If I make about like adobo, it's my version from the island, so it's the safest way to be.
How culture is being shared with each dish.
WGAL News 8 at 10 starts now.
You are telling these families they aren't worth a living wage, and you're telling our students their support system expires at 1 p.m.
Tonight, tensions run high at a West York School District board meeting as the fate of 20 paraprofessionals is on the chopping block. Good evening. I'm Tasmin Mahfouz.
And I'm Jerry Gish. The school district is weighing cutting the hours and benefits of those classroom aides. News 8's Morrissey Walsh was at that meeting tonight where dozens of community members spoke their minds. Morrissey.
Jerry, Tasmin, it was standing room only here tonight at the school district building as people dressed in red packed that room, rallying against the proposed cuts to paraprofessionals' hours as well as their health benefits. 18 people signed up to speak their mind today, all of them saying these aides are very important to students' educations.
If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be in the position of getting to a trade school and going worldwide on studying to be a nurse. So I feel like I'm so grateful for them because they have helped me so much.
The hours and health insurance for the West York 20, as they're called, are on the chopping block for the next school year. The school district has said the change is needed to address a budget deficit. One parent told me, even though her child doesn't receive support from paraprofessionals directly, she believes cutting hours will have an impact on children across classrooms.
The learning support students, the ELL students, we're taking away support from them, and they're the students that need it the most. But also they allow the teacher to then provide support to all students. So even gen ed students, general education students are benefiting by having these paraprofessionals in the classroom.
Among the sea of people dressed in red were not only parents and teachers from the West York School District, but community members from around the county.
I think it's unacceptable that we're cutting services for special education students and students with special needs at a time when state data shows a dramatic increase in the enrollment of those students in this district who require those services.
Questions have arisen surrounding the approval of the $18 million athletic stadium project about 6 months ago. The board says the field project money has already been accounted for and does not impact the current budget deficit or decisions surrounding that deficit.
I just want everybody to be very clear on this, that the field projects, though they started in 2018 with the feasibility study, and then they started in 2023, I believe, is actually when things started moving forward with that. That has already been accounted for.
The meeting was emotionally charged, a feeling the board president said he recognized. Emotional not only for the people who came out to speak, but for the board as well.
Thank you for everyone that came out tonight. Your voices were definitely heard, and I agree that we do need to sit down and rethink some of these choices.
This is very personal to us as well as it is to you. A lot of people are affected that we care about.
No action was taken tonight, but the board did go into executive session to further discuss this issue. I did catch up with the superintendent after the meeting, who told me the budget goes to vote in early June. And of course, we'll stay updated with this story and bring you the latest developments as they happen. Live in West Manchester Township, I'm Morrissey Walsh, WGAL News 8.
All right, Morrissey, thank you. Now over to our storm team forecast, as some rain showers are expected tomorrow.
Let's go to storm team meteorologist Ethan Houston. So what are we looking at as far as this rain is concerned, Ethan?
They were to get 2 rounds of showers, and also that second round, we could see some passing thunderstorms. So get ready for some scattered light showers to start moving into our western communities around 9 a.m. Those will linger till about 4 o'clock, but they'll have another round of some passing showers and some thunderstorms as we get closer to the evening rush hour. I think most of the valley is picking up 1/3 of an inch of rain or less, but there could be some isolated higher totals if we get some stronger thunderstorms. So this is good news for our drought conditions, but it may be disruptive for some outdoor plans for tomorrow evening, as that's the best best chance to see some storms thrown in the mix. All is quiet right now across the valley as we are taking a live look at Live Local 8. You can see we're at 57 right now in Lancaster, 60 in Harrisburg. This is what we're watching. It's a fast-moving clipper system coming in from the northwest. Clouds will continue to thicken up as we go through the night tonight, but I do expect we'll continue to stay dry until we get closer to sunrise. Here we are at lunchtime with some scattered showers moving across the region. Then there's that second line of showers and some embedded thunderstorms that will likely cross the area between 5 o'clock and 11 o'clock. Front will move on by and the rain chances will start to drop. So tomorrow's an impact day because there is the risk for some thunderstorms out there with these passing showers. It'll be seasonably mild with highs tomorrow close to 70 degrees. Enjoy the warmth while it lasts because cooler weather will be around for Thursday. And then it's going to feel more like summer again heading into the weekend. I'll talk about that more coming up.
All right, Ethan, thank you. And with the rain and possible storms, make sure you have the WGAL app to get the latest forecast and alerts about severe weather.